Hello, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Natalia. A few weeks ago, I mentioned that I entered a very risky trade on Moon River, and I also asked you don't follow this, but I decided that I'm not going to say anything about this trade, just in case some of you might actually have an idea that maybe they will follow this trade. Why I would like to share this trade with you now. So I would like to explain my reasoning behind why I entered this trade and what I could do better. So let's have a look at the charts. So as you can see now, I'm looking at Moon River on daily chart. So as you can see, the price, it's going down. And what we are also doing here, we have fair value gap. So if I can mark this on a chart. So in there, we have fair value gap. And the price, as you can see, had some reaction from this area, which is very good to see when it comes to fair value gaps. Then the price dropped and it closed this fair value gap. And my idea was, so if we will actually move, probably we will just go up from now because we closed the fair value gap. We were still in bull trend. And this is where we will probably look closer to this low. And as you can see, that is the trade that I'm watching right now, or that I'm actually not watching. I'm actually in this trade. And this trade I will hold probably a very long time because as you can see, I would like this price to reach $84, which is, as I said, and as I mentioned, very long swing trade. Probably I will take some profits when it comes around here at this area. So probably I will close a bit of my trade and then I will the rest run because as a trader, you should always ensure that you pay yourself. So this is where probably I will take some profit. However, what I can also tell that we might actually go down still. And even if we will go down, which will be less than $7, I will be still happy to re-enter this trade because in my opinion, that will be a perfect entry for long-term holding or for long-term trade. So just to also clarify a bit more about this trade. So what we have here, as you can see, before we actually went up when I entered this trade, we have here liquidity. So the price went down, it took the liquidity, which is in this area, and then we are starting going up. So now you can see that we started making higher highs and we are making higher lows, which is a very good to see. Okay, guys, so that's the trade. There's also one more trade that I would like to show you, which in my opinion had a better entry. So if we'll have a look at Filecoin. Okay, so if we'll zoom in, what we can see here, and if I will zoom in a little bit more. So as you can see in here, we have liquidity. So what I wanted to see that this liquidity will be taken before I will enter my trade. And this is exactly what happened. So you can see the price was consolidating in this area. Then we went up, we consolidated a bit. Then we went down and then we took the previous low. So this is something that you would like to see. And this is, in my opinion, the best entry. Plus, if we look at this from the ICT concept point of view, you can see that we have this wick. And wicks are usually where you would like to see a reaction from this area. So if I will use a rectangle to mark this. So you can see that we had a reaction from this area, which is really something good to see. And now we're going up. We might go down again. And what I would like to mention, I'm completely fine to be stopped out on this trade and re-enter this again. So this is why I don't want you to follow, but I would like to share this because in my example, this is something worth mentioning. Because this trade, it's a swing trade, so it's a long-term trade. But if you look at this, for example, from the shorter point of view or for the shorter entry, what I would like to look at, it will be entry in exactly the same point. And then my stop loss will be just after the previous low, and then I probably will aim this area because this is when we might see the reaction and the price might drop again. And this actually could be a very good trade. So you can see that the risk reward ratio is 5-1, which, for example, if you risk $100, you could make $500 if that trade will be profitable. So in fact, if we'll actually come back to this area, I might re-enter this. I will have to watch this closely, but this is how I see the market and how my entry looks like. Thank you guys. I hope that you find this insightful. Let me know in the comment section what are your entries, if there's anything maybe that I can learn from you. I'm looking forward to your comments and have a great day.